Hi, in this video we see how close we can get to getting the engine to start. So join me, I'll show you what I got up to. Come on then. Okay, the fuel tank's basically in. I've got the breather connected inside, I've got the fuel piping in, the tank banding's on. The top section here is near enough done. The instrument panel's half out. The fuel tube underneath is in, as well as the fuel tubing to the tap from the wing tank positions. So when it comes to fuel, we're near enough there. Just got a couple of little bits, tie wraps to put into here, just to hold this cable up, just to help stop everything from chafing and rubbing. And yeah, we're getting there. Now we've also got another project on the go. Here's some plywood which I've banded around. This one's probably the one I'm going to use. I don't know, this one's not quite. This will just stay round. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut it sort of down the centre line here, and this will make up the two areas for knee pads. In about here and about there, just to make it a little bit more comfortable, because my knees rub on these verticals here. So when they're relaxed and out, my legs are sort of splayed out, to give enough space for the aileron controls and things. I don't really want to have it chafing, and also I don't want to be pushing on these P-clips there, because that's like you bend them over time and things. I don't really want to do that. So that is the next bit to play with. And the instrument panel will go in once I've got the radio in the hole there, and then we're ready for start. So I've got the radio coming, not picking up from work. I just paid for it, so I've just got to pick that up from work, make up the loom to go into the back of the instrument panel and into the head of the radio, get the wire sorted, the aerial coaxial into position, and I can get all that all finished down there, all around to the radio that will sit underneath there. Magic, eh? Okay, got the float, and you can sort of see it's not quite sitting fully down. That's because I've got 10 litres of fuel inside the tank at the moment. Getting sort of ready to do a fuel flow test. No, I'm just sort of doing a leak check, making sure we haven't got any leaks. The only place it would be leaking at the moment would be coming out of the tap down there, the fuel tap down there. I haven't done any run of fuel going through. I just wanted to calibrate this, so I've got 10 litres of fuel in when this is sitting down. So it's just sitting slightly up at the moment. That's perfect. A little bend, it's got a sort of double bend in it. The idea is that the wind will keep that wiggling, so it doesn't get stuck in any one position. And there we go. So I've just got to do a tie wrap for the cables there. I can put the side covers on. I'm going to do a flow check through the gasket. Before I do that, I'm just going to do a dump out of the Curtis valve. Dump some fuel through the Curtis valve, just to make sure, get rid of any of the debris that might be in the tank. There shouldn't be any. I did wash it up before, but I'll just double check. Then we'll run a pipe from the Curtis valve here not a great deal of distance, otherwise it'll act like a siphon, it'll draw fuel through. So very short length to the stool, with a stool about here somewhere, with a catch bottle. We turn the tap on, and we'll time how long it takes to get. I think I'll go for 5 litres coming out of the tank, and we'll see how long that is. Then I'll know what we need, whether we're going to make the minimum requirement, which should be 2.5 times the anticipated fuel burn. Anticipated fuel burns less than 15 litres an hour. Therefore, I want to have a flow rate of more than 37.5 litres per hour. Yeah, so we'll work out 5 litres, how long it takes. Shouldn't take too long, and we're cooking on gas. So that'll be the fuel system forward. I'll then connect up to the air injector. That'll need to be done. Things which are on the go are knee pads. I've talked about these. I've basically fabricated them up. I've just painted them. The wood is so rough, I've just given it this is a 3rd coat of paint. I'm then going to let this dry off and then sand it just to seal the wood, and then I'll give it however many more coats it needs to make it look the same as inside the fuselage. And then I'm going to make up the sort of leather, cushioned leather pads to go on the top, and they'll be held in place with Velcro inside, so that my knees don't hurt, and I can pull those off so I get at the things which are underneath them. So here's my simple flow check system. Got a pipe coming out, going down to just below the injector height, feed into the top of the funnel, and I've got this marked off at the 5 litre point, and I'm just going to time how long it takes to fill it to the 5 litres. Well, there we have it. The fuel level's actually above my 5 litre mark in 7.5 minutes, so I think we're well above the 37.5 litres per hour flow rate there. I'll do the calculation and I'll let you know what it is. Okay, the gasculator is now connected to the air injector. For those who are interested, I did say that the amount of fuel that we got through, 7.5 minutes to do the 5 litres, that works out at 40 litres per hour, and we're anticipating a cruise burn of around 15 litres an hour, 15 to 17 litres an hour, and a max takeoff burn of around 20 to 22 litres an hour. And for the Section S type requirements for the UK, it's 150% of what you're expected to burn on max takeoff. Is what you have to have as a gravity feed rate. So I think we're pretty much okay on that one. We're around about double what we need, so we're good enough. And we're not working with a Section S aircraft, where this is a single seat deregulated, so I don't need to worry about it. I could be tighter than that if I want to be, but I just thought it'd be a good starting area to be set up in. Of course, I don't know what it is for the USA, what the requirements are for an experimental aircraft, which this would come under as a light sport experimental. I don't know what their requirements are, or what the requirements are elsewhere, like Canada. But for the UK, as a single seat deregulated, I am within the flow rate, and I believe I'm within the Section S, which would be required for a United Kingdom microlight. Okay, so while things are drying a bit, I'm just going to get this cable sorted out. I've done all the tying. I just need to put the braiding over the outside of it, and then I can pin this end here, ready to go into the radio head of my Trig radio. Okay, so there's the inside of the plug. All of the pins have been crimped with the special crimping tool for the actual pins. I haven't put in the blank pins into the holes. It's pointless. So I'm just leaving them blank. So I've got the screws in for mounting it, blanking plates in here, the cable grip is in position. So there we go, and that's the power lead that will plug in below. So I'm just about to put the top on this, and then once that's done, I'll put it into the back of the head unit here, and we'll get the head unit fitted to the instrument panel. I can then run all this little lot down into position for where the radio actually mounts in under the seat. Okay, so far I've got the radio loom, transponder loom and all that lot's going down there, down here, and here's the end of the control head section of the loom. I've got to make up a small section of loom bits to add in the microphone and headset. We're going to go into the loom section there, and the press to torque goes into it, and then we've got to have an earth going back to there. I might actually do it as 2 earths, I'm not sure yet, but we've got to have an earth going back to there, and I'll thread most of that actually into this loom braid that I've got already to try and make it fairly neat. I'll see what it looks like when I finish. Okay then, well, I've got the mic and tell leads in, the radio cabling is in. It's not ideal, but I've got the coax running up the side there alongside the other wires. It would be better if I could put it on the other side here, but as you can see, I've got throttles and things in the way. Makes it a bit more awkward. I had toyed with the idea of putting it back up through here and having the antenna come out the top here, but there's no ground planing area really worth talking about, so that is the way it's going. Hey ho, it's coming out the top of the cabane strut, so it's actually fed through the inside of that cabane strut. The pilot aware audio is fed into the radio. The intercom is sort of set up so we get the intercom when I talk, you get it. Hopefully that will work nicely, and everything is all plugged in together. Okay, so I can just stick a fuse in up there and it'll be done. And if you notice, the instrument panel, excuse me, the instrument panel is all screwed in, so we are now as ready as we possibly can be. Just turning the fuel to the off position. That's the wing fuel tanks. It doesn't make any difference at the moment. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. But that, I'm afraid to say, will have to be in the next video. Now I've got to put a propeller on the front and get this thing all tied up outside. At this moment of time, it's pitch black. So there we go. Well, we didn't quite make it to the start. 10.5 hours worth of work on the aircraft. The engines all wired up. The fuel system's all sorted out. The instrument panel is in. The radio is in. So I think I've done pretty well, to tell you the truth. Hopefully in the next video we'll stick the matchstick on the front and go for a start. We'll see. Catch you in the next one. Look after yourselves. Bye now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.